Alright, SuperCars NZ. Round 10, where are we, Sean?
We're at VIR for 26 laps around this beast of a place. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. Mean. So we just jumped into the warm-up with Div2. And, yeah. Let's see how this all plays out. Typical no cars on track, so everybody's taking their 5 minutes for their
Warm up to get ready.
Yeah. Go to the toilet and do what they need to do.
Well, that's right. We're going to have a quick bit of chat about Speed Tech, weekly sponsor, and obviously Allports and Sim Labs for the sim gear, sponsoring us this season. So thank you very much. And do we have the qualifying results? I know you got some times up there, but is that our actual qualifying results?
Yeah,
so
that's it.
Obviously, that is it. Phil Carpenter on pole, Dan Nolan P2. Wow.
And of course, it's somebody's come out to play in the warm up, so
look at that.
so it's changed our data.
Some awesome liveries on these cars, though, isn't it? That's a good one with Extreme down the side. Obviously, the Reaper Racing, there's a few of them around.
Yeah.
In that team, Jono and Div1, and I think there's a couple of others. So, cool liveries. In their chat group, there's quite a few of the guys. Michael Jones, Div1, Dylan Redford, and Shane Eager. I think they're all in there, so yeah, cool stuff.
Definitely Speed Tech. So turbo kits, it's one of your specialties, Sean. So
hey, put one on the 7, you reckon?
Yeah,
put a big
man.
turbo on it. Yeah, I'm sure my gearbox and diff will love that.
Good stuff. So in the warm up, where are we? Dan Nolan out there having a blast as well. One of your crowd, Sean, under your guys' banner.
From the team. Yep, he's coming back down to Div2 just to try and enjoy his racing a little bit more. And obviously here at SuperCars NZ, we like the guys to enjoy what they do. That's why they come along. That's why they pay a season entry fee. So, and he hasn't dominated too, like a few people thought he was. So that's good on him. Having a bit of a laugh, having a bit of fun. And I bet you don't know the championship standings for these guys.
Oh, I bet you I don't, but I bet you I'm in the chat with somebody that does.
I reckon you're pretty close to someone who knows what's going on. Since I load the season, I've only stuffed up a few times. But you know what I've done? Sean's put his foot in his mouth because Dan Nolan's leading the championship.
Oh, really? There we go.
And he's only had one win though, so that tells he's had very consistent results.
Yeah.
So well done, Dan. And that young Shane is in second place, not our Shane, the other one. And Phil, who's on pole, who's had a couple of wins, he's in the third place on the championship. We old mate Heath, yep, he's in P4. So, and Jonathan Turner 5th, Tim Volt 6th, another sponsor of our league. Thank you very much. Matthew Gerard 7th, Thomas McCall 8th, Stan Turner 9th, and right off 10th. So that's the top 10 in the championship. Now, points wise, it's on for second, really, in the championship. He's going to take a bit to get there, so bit of a DNF for one of these guys. They might open it up, so we'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, bit of a tricky little track, eh? If you ducks and dives, and if you do come off the track, there's nothing to catch you. Big sideways
as he goes off. As he goes off. There used to be a tree right there. Yeah. Yep. Very, very difficult. Fake pit lane entry on the right hand side of your screen there.
Yeah, that looks like a little kid's entry, is it?
Yeah, it gives you a slowdown now. So if you go through there to play games, you'll be kicked out.
Oh, yep.
So I might keep this championship going. I might keep this up, and we can always have a look at it later. Put that over there.
The
championship.
Sounds great.
Bit of an idea. And all those people I mentioned are basically hanging around that picture there that you've got. So it is going to be interesting.
Yeah, all in tonight, and all of those close points. Yeah, cool. pit exit looked like a bit of a sharp turn too. Is that a bit niggly? Or?
Getting into pit lane,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's the
Yep,
pit lane
yep,
entry is very difficult.
yep.
Exit's nice and easy. Yeah, the Div1 guys definitely, they said pit lane entry will be, you don't want to get the 40-second speeding violation, so be very careful trying to get in there. I don't think you can cut into that yellow that you see there too. You can't cut across that and try and get in pit lane, or give you a that same pit lane entry violation. So it'll be very technical here, guys. So it should be interesting watching a few of those pit stops.
Yep, interesting watching the Div2 guys too. Be good to see.
Yeah, it is. Normally with the Div2,
Ooh, that's sort of big
right
offs,
off.
like just those
So this track,
big grass areas.
yes, very very much so. Yeah, you're right. When you go off big time.
Don't go off.
Yes.
South Canterbury removers. Shane Edgar. Right, that is warm up over.
Oh,
so
he just disappeared. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, checkered flags out. BIR. And we're about to, these guys will start gridding up very soon. Rear chase. Haven't done this in a while. Shauno.
No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I can't wait.
Phil
Well, we did it
Carpenter.
recently. I think we'll do right, mate.
Yeah, we'll give it a whirlaway. See what happens.
Yeah.
You never know. Just waiting for Dan Nolan and Shane to jump in the sim, and then we can scroll down the order.
Yeah, the lights are going to go out in around 15 odd seconds. We're away, so if they're there, they're there. If they're not, they're going to miss out.
Phil Carpenter, first place. Dan Nolan, Shane Edgar, Heath Mann, Tim Vork, Shane White, Ross Watson, Wayne Hartnell, Steve Darren, and Bill Kilger, top 10. So we got Christian Rydoff Jenkins, Tom McCall,
Right.
Dylan Turner, Dan Turner, Dylan Radford, Dan Turner, brains running faster than the button, Brian Rigger, Jonathan Turner, and that is it. We are out.
Well, we got them. Well done. You got them all in before the start. Coming out of turn one, we'll see if everyone gets through here cleanly. Deep under the brakes. Bit of a lock up there from Shane. And, ooh, he just stayed on track too. He might have a try and have a go. No.
Yes, nice turn one, so that's always good. Scroll
Well, I
down
can
here.
tell you well, they've done a lot better than Div2. Div1.
Oh yeah,
One
yeah,
is out of shocker.
Steve Darren and Dylan Radford look like they had a bit of a tappy tap there, but we'll figure that out later on. It's still looking single file now, which is always handy. Dan Turner control of the race, Phil Carpenter and Shane Edgar chasing him down.
Yeah, they seem to have pulled a little bit of gap away from Heath, but he's trying to come back. Tyres are super cold. You do not want to run wide at this track, so staying on track is the most important thing.
Yeah, keep it on the tarmac for sure.
So we've got this long back straight, heads up into a left-right, so you just got to get your braking marker. And there's the cones there here to show you where to mark, or the braking markers.
250 kilometres banging them down.
That's it, mate. Banging those gears and driving pretty smooth, might add, for lap one.
Tyres will just be getting some heat in them now. Starting to feel a bit more confident.
Here we go. Yep.
Scroll down the order.
Having a look at Ross in the Misfits car, are we?
Very close
Yeah,
racing here.
I think he's copied my white wheels situation.
Oh yeah, no, I'll send him a message. There's only one
Yep.
guy in the league that's allowed to run white wheels.
Well, it's very popular these days.
Oh yes, yeah. Very cool. Ross Watson currently 6th Misfits entry, chasing down Tim Hawk.
So obviously it's well, I believe it's quite a long race, 26 laps. So these guys, there's no need to try and think of past nice and early. Try and save your tyres a little bit. Saving fuel will also help them because it will shorten up their pit time if they can. So it's something to all think about. And I actually gave them quite a lot of fuel in the car tonight, 60%. So that opens up the pit lane window, so when you can come in, fill up and get home. So do that to try and create some strategy for these guys. I don't know anyone who's actually going to get on it, but yeah, we'll soon see.
Too true, too true. Jump on the roof of Shane White back at this race pack here. Shit thrown at him.
Well, I was going to mention, oh, look at that grass coming up to the camera, but you put it in a word of absolute poos getting thrown at him. So there we go.
Shows you how close to the edge, Ross Watson is racing, eh?
Yep. Some more poo coming up at it, as you call it.
I think you can get away with saying that word maybe once and then jog back. Maybe not.
Maybe not. We do have a lot of carnage going on in Div 1 that I'm seeing on my opposite screen. So these guys are showing them up with their... have you had any off tracks, any data pop up, Wayne? That you can...
We've got a bit of...
Oh, there's one right there. That is what you call
fault.
The commentators.
It was your fault.
Commentators curse for sure.
Yeah, is that right off Jenkins? Where are we?
It's funny, I just said it, how good they were, and here comes the slide.
Just got a bit on and hit that grass and out into the fields to check the potatoes, and
yeah,
not too bad re-entry. 3 Team West race cars there, so they're going to let their mate back on, aren't they?
Of course they are. They're right on the edge of the track.
Yeah, they'll be enjoying a little teammates battle there. They'll all be in their own comms and having a big laugh at whoever went off track there, so yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, so if you're sitting at home and think this could be for you, you can get some mates together, spend about 10 grand, and come some racing. maybe $300 or something. You know, you might get a deal on start off with the small stuff and work your way up like I did.
Yep.
But it's super fun, and you get to bring your mates along and have a good old laugh.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Right, so Dylan Radford and Steve Darren. This was on
Turn 1.
Turn 1, yeah.
Off the start.
Steve jumping out into the weeds, and looked like Dylan followed him off, so nothing untoward there.
I never thought Steve would. Always on his side. Cleanest driver I know.
Yeah. Nice guy to go with. Yeah. See, here's these guys battling, but I think we should jump up here. Still got Shane Eager, Phil Carpenter and Dan Nolan.
So the top 3, they're not letting each other go, which is cool. Just yep, very close.
Got a bit of pace on your friend Heath Mann, so yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we have someone joining the chat.
Bring it on.
We have an incident. Have a look at, Sean. We have problems.
Alright, so that's
Sean's
not a problem.
been seconded
We'll go and do that.
Div 1 just to do a bit of race control, and
Just a bit of race control? Yeah.
You guys will just have to put up with me.
Yep, I'll be back in a minute. And good luck. You watch these 3, it'll be nice and clean, Wayne. Not like that Div 1 lot.
True stories. Alright, see you soon, Sean. Cheers, man. Sweet.
Alright, mate. No worries. Talk soon.
All good. Here we are. Shane Edgar, Phil Carpenter, Dan Nolan. Long race, like Sean said, up till that 4:26, 6 lap race, and 60% fuel. So interesting. Watch that watch that pit window and see who's fuel saving, who isn't, and what's going on there. Phil Carpenter winding the pressure on Dan Nolan. Get up all over those mirrors and yeah, just trying to keep your eyes forward and don't look in the mirror and hope like hell, and yeah, it's good stuff. Good racing. Is pretty much like the real thing when it comes to brain memory and memory of tracks and braking markers, and it's all set up very close. All these tracks are scanned by iRacing, and yeah, if you've got a reasonable setup, you can certainly replicate that in the real world and yeah, get some practice in. South Canterbury removals, that was a good view of that livery there. Looks like everybody else reasonably spread out. Heath Mum. Ross Watson. Misfits Festive Foods, Misfits Racing, entry there. Stolen Sean's white wheels, like you said. Shane White, safety first apparently. PSR Passion Sim Racing. Chevrolet, currently 6th spot. Got a bit of race room around him. Tim Vork.
And I'm back, Lane.
Oh,
Hey.
you're back.
Nice and easy. All good.
Just remove them from the race?
No, we're not like that. People tend to remove themselves because they get angry. And we fully understand. So what left me up to that?
Yeah, still 20
starting to
20
sprint.
laps to go. Yeah. Dennis Penland Paint here, Tim Vork, 7th spot. Scroll down the order. Wayne Hartman.
Yeah. We'll sit on one car for a while, we'll have a little look at them, have a look at their scheme, paint scheme.
Team West Racing. Supercars NZ on the banner, cheers guys. Oh no, there was Jigsaw Racing car that just went off track again.
But Wayne Hartnell doing very well in the GTE series.
Oh yeah.
I think me and him are like tied on points. It was so close, it's not funny. So it's coming down with 2 rounds to go. Yeah.
Very good. And yeah, Wayne Hartnell, Team West Racing. What else was I going to say about him? Sorry. Sponsor there. Pebbles.co.nz. So check them out.
I had a funny joke about that, but I've just zipped it up. I thought,
inappropriate.
no, yeah, 100% it was. Just put the name down into syllables. You'll soon figure out what I was going to go on about.
Right, no worries. So, been quite a few off tracks, Sean. I think they might be starting to lose tyres. That doesn't sound right though. Lap 7, is it?
Well, hence the reason I'm up here talking about the racing is I can do one quick lap on these cars, but I can't handle the tyre dig, and I tend to loop it very quickly. So these guys are doing an awesome job. These cars are very difficult to drive.
Oh, there we go. Head to here.
Yep.
Yeah, Dan Turner, Team West Racing. Same livery, looks mean. Love the silver and the black.
Yep. Definitely, it stands out, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Tom McCall. Chased down by Right-Off Jenkins. Look at this.
And they're all obviously in both of our series, so it's good fun. We're racing hard, fun. It just shows you sometimes we're a bit quicker in the GTEs than they are in these, and sometimes you can be quicker in one of these in a GTEs. So yeah, it's all about changing your skill levels and stuff.
Just talking about how iRacing scan all these tracks, and if you've got some really good gear, the cars are pretty set too, so you can actually get some real memory, muscle memory, brain braking markers, and yeah, you know what I mean.
Yep. 100% I do.
So, I mean, if we threw Sean and maybe one of these, probably be able to do a lap, I'd say. Thousands wouldn't be able to jump
No.
in the real car. Yeah. Knowing when the tyres are warm and where the rev range is and for what corner, it's all an art, that's for real.
That roof cam is pretty cool too. I like that one.
Cheers, JT, Jonathan Turner, Brian Rigger, Misfit Century, 14th spot. Dylan Radford, 15th, and I'd say, well, Steve's on his yacht trying to race drinking pina coladas. So I'd say that's why he's probably hit pit lane. It's just not working out. The old waves are a bit much, the swells are a bit high, and yeah, spilling his drink and can't get control of the car. So I'd say that's definitely what's going on there.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's definitely not happy with the car, such as me and a few others as well. But it's an us problem, not the car problem. So there's quite a few people that love the car and actually have excelled driving it compared to the Gen 2. So yeah, it just depends on how you adapt to the changes.
Yeah, for sure.
Completely different car. Yeah. But I was going to say, Reaper Racing's a team that's grown, so we've got quite a few. Same as like the Misfits, they're quite a big team. Jigsaw's a big team. So it's all go.
Yeah,
You
really
got
getting
Team
people
West.
on board, hey. Yeah. Sorry,
So
you're
obviously
just scrolling
the
down the teams. I just talked over you again.
no, that's right. I'm trying not to do that as well. It's hard when we're not next to each other commentating, but we'll get there.
Andy. Just got a Shane Edgar past Phil Carpenter for P2 snaps as while we're scrolling down the order. Let's have a look at this. So biffs it out, been following him for a while. Along that big long straight. Got the inside line. Obviously thought about this pass for quite some time. And
He's on there. Yeah, I think he's on the outside, so he actually went around him going into that corner.
yeah, up in the P2. Nice pass, Shane. So yeah.
Yeah, it looks like if you need something moved, he's your man. Looking at his signage.
It looks like he's making some moves on Dan.
the puns, the segues, it's just awesome. Would have been nice to see how he got the run out of that final corner, see how he got him, because it was definitely, that's where the pass was made. It wasn't made up at the following turn. So yeah, awesome stuff. Nice clean pass in SuperCars NZ Div 2 only.
Just trying to do it again here. We'll just be biding his time, waiting for Dan just to make a blue on T1 like you say, and then take advantage and go for it.
Did you say make a blue?
Yes.
That's definitely. How old are you? Seriously.
You knew what I knew. Yeah.
100% I knew what I mean. I was trying to sound young. Like, wow, I've never heard that before in a long time. Anyway, yeah, crack up.
Funny. All good. Oh, just as I clicked off there was a bit of tyre smoke. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll just cover things I like to be interested. Do we have our brands up? So our Ford versus Chevy, or not?
We can handle that.
You know me. I like to talk about this thing. Oh, I don't know if I actually want to talk about it now.
I'll turn them off, eh?
4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, half of this, three quarters of this lot don't know what they're doing. Let's get rid of that. No one
Yeah,
wants to
there's
see that.
about 4 cars that haven't entered the race as well. They'd obviously jumped in the wrong
That's right.
sims. So yeah. Shall we have a look at
yeah.
best times, best lap times?
Okay, and that's Shane with the extra bonus points. If we actually did that, we don't, but I made it sound like we do. Yeah, bonus points, fastest lap so far. The fuel will still be coming down as well, Wayne.
Yep.
Did you see the out? He's trying to get some traction out of that corner.
Yeah. But Dan's just walking away. He's got a bit of gap now, so yeah.
You almost started singing that. How close were you?
Pit stops, 0 power, 2 pit stops for Steve Darren and 1 for Dylan Radford, so a bit of a...
Yeah, so we don't have live race control, so there's no chance of a yellow to bunch the field. Oh, P3 just went straight off. Did you not see that? Holy, as I was mid-sentence, P3 just goes a long way off the track.
I was just looking at my data.
He didn't go from a different angle, he just went straight off on an angle. Yeah, that should show it. Watch.
Oh.
Let's see how far off. So this track, it takes a long time to get back on. Oh, he did alright actually. That's not too bad.
Dropped down to 7th spot though. Oh, he's coming to pit lanes. That's why that data's showing that. Yeah.
So he's gonna have to try and make his tyres work. So that puts Heath in the box seat to jump up to P3, as long as he doesn't make a mistake. And he gets in the box fine, and getting his fuel.
Up on the jacks.
Is it up on the jacks?
Pit crews, bloody lazy over there.
Must be.
Not really.
Look, they're just talking about it. Oh, we might jump out there soon. Not like when you pit in a Indy car, they all jump out and do some work.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Oh, Jonathan Turner, sorry, just got a bit of data popped up.
That's right.
Didn't see what happened, but this is...
Oh, well, 4 cars next to each other.
Team West Racing.
Oh.
Just trying to avoid Steve and, yeah. Oh, that was Bill,
It was
sorry.
Steve?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was going to say. Yeah.
Oh, Bill brake checked him, eh? Stop brake checking people, Bill.
Pull him up, no.
Yeah, very cool. Bill, 11th spot. He'll be happy with that. So far in the race, we won't jinx Bill and we'll carry on, eh?
Let's move on. Yeah,
back to those
well done.
intervals.
We'll see where, who was P3? That was, just see when he popped out. Phil. See where Phil popped out in the field. So he's popped out in 13th. And let's see if he can make some passes. As a car just did what he did earlier, maybe a slightly different corner. Does he come up on and hit him? No.
Look closer.
Very professional re-entry. So people at home don't know, we treat this pretty seriously. So if you re-enter the track and hit someone, that's probably the biggest no-no that we have. You must re-enter the track safely, like a normal race car would. So, yeah, well done to whoever that was.
Yep, very cool. Jonathan Turner.
Yeah, I was just looking at the timing up there. So, yeah. So, I would like a little bit more information about speed tech when you get a moment too, Wayne. I know you're doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Of course you can. Man of many tongues. Don't have to do it right now as we watch Jonathan go around after he's a little off. While we're there, we've got to thank iRacing for the platform, because if we don't, we could get in trouble. Thanks, iRacing. You're the man.
Yeah, 100%. Well, here we go. Bit of data.
Love a bit of data.
Pretty close there. Oh, Dan Turner up 6 spots with the movers and groovers.
Oh yes, that is a good one. I've given 5, unless I can't read. My eyesight is getting worse. Oh, Dan Turner, yeah, right up there. Wow.
Yeah, his brother Jonathan up 5, so... Silence, crickets, no, not
Yeah,
this
sorry,
one.
mate. That's all you got. You got nothing. Wasn't even funny. I was just trying to think. Are we watching Dan? And then I'm looking down. It's Nolan that we're watching. So I'm sure Dan Turner's not on my team. So that's
Okay,
probably the
there we go.
confusion you had with a little bit of silence there. That's all right.
Yep, Team West.
So, these Team West, yes.
Up 8 spots now, Tim Vork and Shane White in pit lane, so we're rocking into that pit lane window.
Lap 13, so yeah, definitely halfway. I've always been a halfway guy with my pits, not saying I actually had a strategy, but the tyres, it's the tyres only burn halfway, so
Oh, yep,
put some new tyres on and burn for the second half was my reasoning to it, but I think if you're battling with someone, that's the only reason to undercut or try and overcut them, you know.
Yep.
And I don't think the overcut works with this tyre model, to be honest, so that's just my opinion. You wouldn't drive around on board tyres trying to do faster lap times, but your fuel would be a lot lower because they are quite heavy with fuel, so someone would prove me wrong and probably do some better lap times if they could.
Shane Ego really enjoying this track, but it looks he's caught back
Yep,
up to
and he's
Dan
caught him up
Nolan.
again, hasn't he?
Yeah. He wants P1.
So, is Mr. Nolan going to pit? He is,
Oh,
he
yeah,
is,
there
he
you
is. Cool, so it'd be great to see the exits when Shane comes out of pits to see who did the better pit stop. That's the only time you actually see how that's going to work out. I'm looking forward to that in a couple of laps' time.
Yeah, Shane got a bit of race room. Dan's relieved the pressure by hopping in pit lane. And Heath Martin's still out there as well, so...
Oh, look at him go in the Falcon car.
Do a bit of pit lane time, eh? See what we got going on there.
It's nice. That's all we've got is little bits of data. That's what you get excited about.
Yeah, pit lane times. So, there's quite a few still in pit lane. Tim Vork was in there for a minute 22. Dylan Radford 2 minutes.
So the reason you have those, and I can tell you right now, if you go 40 seconds plus 40 seconds, is how much?
Oh, yes. Ouch. So there's pit lane penalties.
Speeding. Yeah, speeding in pit lane.
Nasty.
More than likely. Yeah, it's around 40 seconds, so
that's,
I would say that's the reason for those ones.
There we go.
Look at those other times though, they're all bang on like,
close.
Carpenter. 40.3 is the fastest.
Thomas McColl's still in there. Let's see what's happening with
Dan
Tom
Nolan did a
McColl.
42.5, so... interesting. So basically lost 2 seconds in pit lane.
And I can tell you why Bill's in there.
Yeah. And after this, can we go out on track and see... Oh no. And see, he'll be mirror watching, is he? Oh, he's going to try and go into pits.
Oh,
Yeah. I think that's contact.
Yeah. Torn the
I think he was trying to enter pits and the car behind didn't realise.
Yeah,
it is one of those tracks.
Load up and
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
that's the way you should get over comms and say, hey mate, you're so close, I am going to pit.
This is what you want to see.
I do want to see this, but also
we want to jump on the left.
You probably want to jump on who went in earlier.
Left
Dan.
rear. Jump on here.
You probably want to look.
And
yeah,
then
if
we
you
want to go to
okay.
times.
We'll see what his pit time was. Dan's time. So he was 42.5. The tyres are getting changed. Believe us, people, they are putting new tyres on, even if you don't see them.
And we just want to hop back.
There's Heath popping them behind.
Hop in the gaps.
So that's splits up, and must be in front of him.
Oh, here he is. There he is. Yeah.
There.
Oh, he's
Oh, what a camera
flying
shot. Well done.
Oh, no way. So just pops out ahead of Dan
And you'd think
Nolan.
the undercut would have worked. You would have think the undercut worked, but he must have had an awesome inlet.
Yeah, cold tyres and yeah, bit of frustration for Dan Nolan there because now he's going to do the work and
Get past him. Oh, should be really interesting to see how he does it. So he'll be on cold tyres at the moment. Get those babies warmed up.
oh, and a full tank or just enough to get home, but more gas than what he had before. So the car's going to feel a little bit different, a little bit unsettled coming into the corners. And
One thing
trying to...
too that we didn't realise, sorry, is sorry interrupting.
No, you're right.
Phil Carpenter, who went off track in P3, is actually
Oh, yeah?
he's going to come back because where did Right Off join the party?
It's right off served his pit lane. Has he stopped yet? Yeah, right off still to stop, so there we go.
Yeah, that's why he's there. So Phil has got back past Heath, so he's gained, when Phil went off, Heath gained third spot, but obviously in the time of taking his pit stop and Heath going around, he's managed to get back past him. So it's good we have that data that we can tell who stopped and who hasn't, because it's great info, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, but Dan Nolan 5 seconds on Phil Carpenter, so Phil will have some work to do to catch these two, but if these guys start battling...
Yeah, slows it up. As you are the following car in Phil's position, you are hoping they have some battles side by side, and that slows them up big time.
Yeah, right off Jenkins into the mix there. Into the pit lane, sorry. Heath, Man and Phil grabbing their positions back. Shane White sitting in a comfortable 5th spot.
Yeah, it becomes one of those races where you're by yourself, and then you got to go and have a chat with someone, which I will very shortly. You're by yourself, and you just got to stay with it. You know, you just got to try and keep your mindset and not running wide like Shane just did. So it looks like I may have another incident to look at in race control.
Bang those laps
definitely
down.
do. You definitely do.
Well, Div 2 is super clean. Aaron helps us out with race control in Div 1, and Div 2 hasn't really had too much cars going off by themselves, mate, but that's about it.
Yeah, we've got an incident at turn 1 between cars 20 and cars 31, which I don't know if we all remember those numbers, but...
Oh, well, I do already.
Oh, you're allowed to use names on here. We're good, we're good.
That is Mr. Dion de Graaf and Mr. Bruce Tanner.
Oh, that's going to be controversial already.
Alright, we'll go and have a look at that, and we'll be back very shortly.
I'll see you about lap 25, Sean.
Alright, mate. You got us. Got heaps of data. Have fun.
Sweet. Alright, cool. Yes, lap 16, 26 lap race. Shane got control of the race at the moment. 1.2 seconds on Dan Nolan, but we have seen Dan catch back up to Shane again, so be a battle to watch later on, and keep an eye on those intervals. Last lap time is rolling up there on the right hand side. Yeah, good race so far. Div 2, we're going really well. Phil Carpenter, a bit of race room. About 6 seconds, 5.5 seconds to Dan Nolan. Heath Mann, not too far behind Phil Carpenter. Bit of work to do to catch him. Shane White race room. This is mid-race. Things start getting a bit boring. Everybody's setting equal lap times and not finding gains because the cars are pushed to the max. Drivers are pushed to the max. Love the way those wheels fly off the curbs there, up in the air. Dan Turner, Team West Racing, 8th spot. Just have a quick look at this. So everybody's pitted except for Brian Rigger there. It's currently 10th, so it's going to drop back a touch. Thomas McCall currently sitting in 9th. Brian Rigger 10th, still to pit, so Must be bringing it in soon. See what the go is there. Jumping car, massive thanks to Allport Motorsport supporting the V8s for a very long time. Cheers to Chitty and the team. Got the SimLab logo up there. Check out the Allport Motorsports website. Got sim gear and right into race gear as well, so definitely check that out. Brian Rigger bringing it in. Get some fresh tyres and some gas, and whoa, is that Tim Vork or Jonathan Turner getting crazy out the back there? We may as well, seeing as how we caught that on screen, we'll have a quick look at that, eh? That was shows you how far off track these cars go.
It must just get loose going around these corners, mate. Just absolutely. Oh, he was just. Yeah. See how long it takes to actually keep seeing him off track further and further. Bit of a tank slapper. Thinks he's 16 again, just hoeing through a rugby field.
Yeah, out there in the grass going NATO. Yeah, good stuff.
Yep, love it.
Alright, back to live. What happened? Come on,
so,
people want to know.
What happened?
The people want to know.
Easy enough, mate. It was a simple call to make. Just a car just not lifting after making a mistake, come back on and hit the car in front when he should have just lifted and waited a second or two after they made a mistake. So it's avoidable contact. Easy.
Very good, very good.
Nice and easy calls to make sometimes. And Dan has actually lost out in pace.
Yeah,
Shane is just gone. And Phil and Heath. Wow, some big gaps.
Yeah, it's really settled down now. There's
7 laps to go.
Do you want to do a bit of an in-car?
Yeah, we'll go on with Shane since it's more than likely he's not going to stuff it up.
Race leader or Shane White? Do you want to jinx Shane White or not?
No, we'll go on with Shane White. Yeah, okay,
let's have a look.
Where is he though? Where is he on track? Let's see who was quickest. He's just started his lap. Oh, we go Ika. He's going to start his lap soon. So we'll get in car, have a little look. So we'll get around the car. Like his little race suit. He's got some bright colours there.
Yep. Got his photo image up in SDK.
Yep. And you can see what gear he's in too. So as he comes around the last corner, we'll go from here trying to get on straight, gets it into 4th gear nice and early. You can see, the speeds are over there, so there we go. So what he's looking for, staying to the right a little bit past the pit lane exit. And when does he jump on the brakes? Here's your markers down the other side. Down into 2nd gear, you want to get tucked it in, and let's see if he doesn't run wide at all. He's beautiful. It's like a double apex corner. It will be half throttle on the exit. You don't want to get on it too quick. You have to light up the rears. Runs wide, and it's again just hitting the apex of the corner, carrying as much speed in 3rd gear. Uses the extra bit on the exit. It's looking beautiful so far. Yep, he's not running wide at all, because obviously you just can't use full throttle. You're 3/4 throttle through here, and even through here. And now you put your foot down all the way.
Wow.
Coming up the S's. So it's foot flat. Foot flat. But you might be a little bit of lift somewhere in there. Come over the top now, the braking zone here, you got to get it right, because if you go too deep, you hurtle off to the left. So it's a double right-hander. And he's holding a lot of steering lock on. He is making it look nice and easy.
Well, first spot.
Well, anyone could do that.
Div2. Nah, it's looking mean, Shane.
As we come up around the top here, and again he's going to be very careful on the throttle. He's just running it wide, using his And does he get up to 4th? Not quite into 4th yet. Throw it into 4th now. So that's almost a little bit of a short shift. Just to try and get not so much wheel spin, and comes across the line.
Yeah, very cool. Cheers for that, Sean.
No worries. That was a good lap. It was hard to say. It was he was hitting all his marks. So driving within yourself too is a massive thing in the iRacing sim. Something that took me quite a few years to learn. Hence the nickname Mr. Plough for quite a while. Still do the odd one.
Find a balance. Yeah.
Well, you know, you want to go fast, but you can't race someone who's obviously got that bit more talent. Yeah. And we have now got another incident I need to look into, so I will be back.
It's all starting to unfold.
But you've got us
into
covered,
one,
mate.
so, yeah, no dramas. Yeah, all good. Sweet. Lap 21, 26 lap race. Shane has control. Dan Nolan's second spot, really 4 seconds behind now. Phil Carpenter. Reaper Racing, sitting in 3rd. Heath Marn, 4th spot. SuperCars NZ. Main event, V8s series. Here's Ross Watson and Shane White having a bit of a battle. It's probably worth keeping an eye on, see what goes on there. Shane White will be after that 5th spot. Ooh. Looking for the pass, got the inside line. Nice, got the job done. We'll have a look back at that and chuck it on another camera view. And Shane White up into 5th. Wayne Hartnell, Team Reese Racing, 7th spot. Dan Turner, 8th. Thomas McCall, 9th spot. Tim Bork sitting in 10th, top 10 Supercars NZ. That's always good to see. Bill Coolgo, Race Room, not giving up. Currently 11th. JT, Jonathan Turner, 12th spot, right off Jenkins, 13th. Brian Rigger still out there doing it, man. Keep going, you'll get there. It's a long road. It's a long road, man. Just keep practicing and keep that V8 in check. Very hard cars to drive. Just one big loud pedal and yeah, a whole lot of no ABS and no traction control. But this is where the race is at right now. This is the closest battle we've got. Shane White, Ross Watson. Battling for 5th spot. Ross Watson will be wanting the pressure on Shane. See if Shane keeps his cool or makes a mistake. Certainly not letting Shane go here, so got a good run, trying to find some drafts. Power down. Track's got some grip, tyres are gripped up, just enough gas to get home. Really good. Slow car there for Brian. Full noise through here. Bouncing off the curbs. Throwing shrapnel everywhere. Hide the timing tower, jump in with this battle. Oh, a bit of a check by Shane, just got a bit loose in the rears there. Ross unsettling him.
It's on.
Yeah.
Oh, same pass we might have seen.
Oh, yeah, and he's...
No,
Shane's not giving it up.
good on him.
Certainly a very cool battle here. And they call it a little bump and run, is that what we're looking for here? Throwing it through the cogs.
Aaron's got like people calling in all these incidents. it's full on with like 2 laps to go in Div 1. But just like this battle.
Yeah, man. He's just wiping the rubber off his screen here. Shane's rubber. Settle it down, Shane.
As good as you're going to get him. 1.5, 2 laps to go.
Tyres will be feeling it too, because Shane won't be driving his best because he's got Ross Watson right up him. I've seen Shane make a couple of blues that'll wear the tyres, and yeah, sorry I used that word again, Sean.
No, I smiled when I saw it, mate. I'm just giving you a hard time. Don't have to apologise to me, mate.
Look at this. Oh,
But this is cool.
Hanging on for dear life through there.
And what position are they fighting for?
5th spot.
And that's what it's all about. It's not necessarily winning, I believe, in these races. It's finding someone around equal ability and just racing hard.
Yeah,
and so much enjoyment comes from this, and that's not really where you finish. It's normally the battles you're having on track.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
For real. Whether it's for 10th for 20th for whatever's it's the fun, it's the craziness.
Of course it is. That's why you get a sim.
Yeah, Hundy. A bit boring when you got race room. I don't know if he's gonna, let's just see. Shane just needs to make a little mistake, and I think Ross
And he
is
just
gonna
did, I
walk
think.
by.
Oh. Goes up under brakes. Oh, right there.
Can he get the power down? Flames
Ultimate
out the
lap.
exhaust there.
Yeah, it's cool, eh?
Chucking it in there, saying, Shane, I'm here, buddy. Hope you like that festive foods up your date.
It's Christmas, mate. Get some festive foods, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey.
Shane could exit from there though. That's all it takes, a nice little exit just to grab another half a second just to make you feel comfortable. But he'll be showing his weak part of the tracks now to Ross.
Seems to be pulling away a bit there. Catches up a bit.
Yeah.
I think getting the run onto that back straight there is definitely key to getting good lap time anyway.
Is he gonna get a toe here enough to a bit of a draft to throw down? Not really. Final lap anyway. Let's hop up here.
Removing the competition from out of his sight. Well
Yeah,
done.
6-second lead, Shane. Nice, man. Very
Yeah,
cool.
well, it's not over yet.
could make a cup of tea and then come back out just ahead of Dan Nolan, but
I think Shane might have missed some rounds, hence the points differential, because he's definitely got a lot more wins, but maybe just didn't show up for one or two rounds, and that's what's put him back.
okay. And drop rounds in the V8, sure?
0.
Oh, okay.
You want to win,
big
you got to
win.
turn up. Yeah, 100%. I've always tried to treat it like it's a real race event, you know. You don't hear Cam Waters or Brock Feeney, you know, having a day off.
Having a drop round.
They don't get drop rounds, so why should the boys? Although, I think a few people did mention it, maybe I should, so I might give them one next season. Such a nice guy.
Oh, I love nice guys. So funny.
I think you should keep your preferences to yourself. Everyone on the stream doesn't need to know.
Oh,
Why?
okay. Yeah, understand.
Oh.
That sort of fell out wrong, but anyway, Shaney.
Here we go. He comes up to the line.
First spot.
Well done. Awesome race. Very clean. Very nice to watch, actually. It was very clean and just hitting his marks.
Yep, Dan Nolan second. They're firing in now. Heath Mann.
Coming in for a solid 4th place. And he's 4th in the championship, so that's just suits there. He's come in. He's had 1 win this season, so well done. Heath, nice race, buddy.
These guys coming in close. Ross
Oh, he's got him.
Watson
He
did
passed
get
him.
him. We can have a look
Oh,
at that
we're
later.
going to have to find that before we leave.
Yeah,
We've missed
definitely.
it.
Shane White, Wayne Hartnell.
Shane would have got white line fever maybe on the last lap. He got the old heebie-jeebies going.
Yeah. Want to make it home, don't want a battle. Ross wants a battle. Yep. Dan Turner, 8th spot. Thomas McCall. 9th, bringing it home. Tim Vork, not too far behind. Bill Koga battling it out with Jonathan Turner for 11th. Super wide Chevy there. Bill won't let him pass on the final corner. Jonathan Turner and right off Jenkins doing some burnouts in the background there. So, alright, let's see if we can find. What are we looking for? Ross Watson passed Shane White, and then Shane White passed. Bit of battling going on there. Let's see what happened.
Ooh.
So Ross Watson got that run we were talking about with that draft.
Ooh.
Is it the heebie-jeebies?
Where is it? Where's he sucked a Kumara, as some people like to call it? Hey, wrong lap. Because that's the finish. We were looking for him when he was in front. So there's the finish line there. So it'd have to be on this whole lap somewhere.
Yeah, that doesn't show him finishing ahead of him, so
Oh, or did we get it wrong?
don't know what the data's doing there. No, it does say
No,
in the timing
we watched it. He's right on him there. Maybe we do watch this. He's looking good.
Come on. This probably is a bit far back. I do have another bit of data, but it looks like it's after the checkered flag, but
We will never know. That's fine, mate.
hold on, give me a sec. Neck and neck down there. That was it. That was the move.
Nice.
Just popped up after the checkered flag, that's why I didn't see it as data, but yeah, only a few corners before the final turn, so nicely done Ross Watson to grab 5th spot from Shane White. Alright, that is us. Sean, you want to wind her up?
Yeah, mate. So we'd just like to thank, obviously, iRacing, Speed Tech, and Allports with SimLab, their main product. Thank you for sponsoring us. Thank you to, obviously, you, Wayne, for your awesome commentary. And obviously all the drivers. It was a great race. And we're going to the final round next week, where we'll be streaming the Div1 season finale.